James Holmes was studying drug-induced alternate reality at the University of Colorado when he shot up a movie theater in Aurora on July 20th, 2012. He believed he was the Joker from Batman, and his research was financed by Dr. Fauci's National Institute of Health. WNE New News reports that Holmes was awarded a prestigious grant from the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, Maryland. NIH is part of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. It gave the graduate student a $26,000 stipend and paid his tuition for the highly competitive neuroscience program at the University of Colorado in Denver. Holmes was one of 6 neuroscience students at the school to get the grant money. Almost everything you have ever been taught has been a lie. The older you get, the more you realize the truth of that observation. The father of lies is coming in with his role as the Antichrist. We all know who said he was the truth, the life, and the way. Get it through your heads as soon as possible or perish with the rest. He did not hurt nearly as many people as has Fauci. If he got money from NIH, can we assume he was just another one of Fauci's lab assistants? More like lab rat. Doors of perception. Mind-bending drugs is a rabbit hole from which you can never emerge. When you come back, are you sure it's the same? As if anybody reads this, while Holmes did the action, I'm not sure of the degree of responsibility. At about the same time, real or not, there were articles in several scientific magazines about thought control via radio waves. For a long time, I could hear low-frequency hums. All of the patterns are annoying. I hadn't heard it in a while. I did mention it to my doctor when I had one before Obamacare. I was surprised by his reaction. You are not the only one that hears that. So nobody else noticed that during the Trump administration that the number of mass shootings has fallen off, of course replaced with communists running the streets. I suppose nobody else reads the literature on brainwave control. The articles came out in the Smithsonian for sure and several others. COVID doesn't spread with gangs tearing down monuments, looting, burning, and so forth. But holiday travel? OMG. 1 in 21 or 1 in 49? By the way, I'm confused by the media. First, they say the resistance to COVID wears off in 3 months. Then I just read that COVID imparts lasting immunity. Do these people know? I'm getting off the Tony train. This is irresponsible. On a factual level, Fauci is in charge of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, NIAID, one institute among many at the National Institutes of Health. A grant award in neuroscience would have been funded by a different institute within the National Institutes of Health that Fauci has nothing to do with. Fauci has absolutely nothing to do with which applications are approved within or without the NIH, NIAID, or any other division, institute, or department of the U.S. government. I do have my differences and complaints with Fauci's approach to the pandemic and his veering into politics, but this kind of unfactual slander is really bad. Please stop it. You missed the point. This is not mainly about blaming Fauci the way Trump is blamed all the time for everything. This is about exposing how states, institutions create killers and other abnormal people, and no one knows nor cares. This Zuckerberg lookalike would not have done what he had done without help, and nothing has changed. NLP is, by the way, used by Scientology. From the NIH website, VeggieMan, an ENTP says, from the NIH website, the Office of the Director, OD, determines institute programs, plans, and policies, and provides management, program analysis, and scientific program reporting services to the institute, as well as scientific leadership, policy guidance, and overall operational and administrative coordination. The OD serves as chief liaison with the National Institutes of Health, NIH Director, other components of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, other federal agencies, Congress, professional societies, voluntary health organizations, and other public health groups. It also coordinates the activities of NIAID, extramural, and intramural divisions. And who is the OD? Yours truly, Dr. Anthony Fauci.